Hello boys and girls, a very good evening and welcome to this live session on, or rather the special live session on trigonometry for your SSC CGL Tier I exam brought to you by Talent Sprint. I hope all of you are in good health and you are fully ready to take the SSC CGL Tier I exam, which is scheduled to start from the 4th of August, right? I'm sure all of you have got your exam details, like the date of exam, the time slot and things like that, right? Roll number, etc. And your admit cards would be released 1 week before your examination. So by now you should know on which date is your exam, right? Between August 5 to August 24, what exact date will your exam be? And accordingly you have to strategize your preparation and practice for the last few days. However, like I've mentioned through all my live sessions in the last couple of weeks, I would still say that you should by now be fully ready to take the SSC CGL Tier I exam. For example, if tomorrow SSC calls you in the morning and says, boss, come and take the exam, you should be like, okay, I'm coming, give me the venue, right? That ready is, that is the readiness that you must have at this point of time, right? You should not be praying to, your God that give me some extra time by delaying my date of examination, right? If you are in that state, then I think you don't really stand a good chance. I'm not trying to discourage you guys or demotivate you, but understand that the competition is huge. There are lakhs and lakhs of people who are going to appear for this examination, right? There are students who have failed in this exam last year and they're giving their second attempt, right? There are students who have failed in these exams for the last couple of years and this is probably the third time they're trying it. So, just imagine the amount of practice that they would have done in the last 2 years, right? Or for that matter, people who have started before you, right? They're already ahead of you in terms of preparation. Having said that, I don't mean to say that you cannot beat the competition if you have started late. But then if you are so late that you are still not clear with the concepts, if you have not completed your learning, then there is a risk, right? Then there's a risk involved. However, be positive, keep yourselves surrounded by positive energy, right? Think positive and go into the examination hall with full confidence, right? You should be absolutely confident when you're taking this exam, because again, I'm repeating myself, it is not just a test of your knowledge. It is more a test of your state of mind. It is more a test of your behavior. They are trying to see if you can perform under pressure, right? 60 minutes and 100 questions is actually a difficult task, right? Time management skill is really very important there, right? The skill to handle pressure really plays a key role there. So only those who can handle pressure and can manage time well will come out with flying colors. All right. So it's not just the knowledge that you have to prove, right? It's not your knowledge alone. Your attitude also matters a lot. All right. So having said that, I think I'm assuming all of you are ready and you should know your examination dates. By the way, why don't you just mention your date of exam in the chat? And for the benefit of those who have recently enrolled in our program, let me mention that there is this chat box right beside your video screen, which can be used to interact with us. So at any point, if you find if you have any confusion or anything that you want to clarify, please feel free to post it to the chat box. You can see that a lot of your friends have already joined, right? I can see the chat flowing here, right? We have Chandrahas Yadav, Neeraj, Manas Ranjan, Abhirami, Varsha, Milan, Praveen, and Amit Kumar, Balaji, Vishnu, Pravi, and many others there, right? So welcome to the session, right? Suresh, Nayan, Biprajit Malik, and others there. We have Vikram Barot who says, anyone from Gujarat? Reason in Gujarat is heavy rains and flood continue from last 3 days. How can we give SSC CGL exam? My preparation is on road, but rain closed all transportation and I've lost your chat. Hold on. Oh, I've lost it. Yeah, so looks like people in Gujarat or aspirants in Gujarat are facing difficulty because there are heavy rains and floods, because of which transportation has taken a hit. But don't worry, I'm sure SSC would consider your problems there and they'll do something about it, right? So Praveen says his exam is on 10th afternoon. So Praveen, you've got about 2 weeks for your exam now, which is good. Varsha has mentioned that she couldn't attend the geometry session and the last reasoning session due to power cut in her area. So don't worry, these sessions get archived into your account within 24 hours, and I'm sure the geometry's second session happened yesterday, so I'm not sure if it has been uploaded yet or not, but the last reasoning session would have been added already, so you can watch the archive whenever time permits, right? Anything else there? Will there be any general awareness refresher class? Yeah, I think Manas, this request has come in multiple times. We have already had one session on general awareness, and we are planning for one more before your first lot on 5th of August, right? So hopefully in the first 2 or 3 days of August, we will have one session on general awareness. This is not a commitment, but something under plan, right? So based on the availability of GVK sir, we'll plan that out. Chandra's exam is on 12th of August. Bimlesh's slot is on 16th August. Mamta has got it on 11th of August. Balaji's exam is on 21st August. Pravi's 22nd August. 18th August. Yeah. And Abhirami, I guess, is the one who's got the exam in the first day, right? 5th of August. So I think all of you would look for Abhirami after this exam, because he can give you a lot of details about what type of questions they're asked, how easy or difficult the sections were, and things like that. But then you should not go with those ideas, right? I mean, you never know. Your slot can have questions which are completely different from what have been asked in the past. Yeah. Anyways, looks like, yeah, all of you have got exams on different dates here, and of course different centers. So good. Nayan says his exam is in the first slot. Okay. All right. So I think we've got enough dates here. Almost 9 or 10 different dates across all the students who are present in the session here. And I'm sure if you look at all the students who have enrolled for Talent Sprint's SSC exam preparation, there will be at least one student taking the exam in every slot there. Yeah. So we'll have a lot of data after the examination gets over, and I hope all of you do well. Now, get back to the session which you have planned for today. Today's session is on trigonometry, right? Now, this is a special live session. In fact, the 4th such special live session which has been planned for your SSC CGL exam, right? We have already had 3 sessions, one on algebra and 2 on geometry. Geometry being a vast subject. And this is the last one where we will deal with questions on trigonometry and maybe a couple of questions on heights and distances. Now, there's nothing new that we are going to learn here, right? All the concepts, the techniques, the shortcuts and smart methods have been covered through the trigonometry videos that we have. All we will do today is solve a few more questions, right? Practice a few more questions. Most of these questions have been chosen from the last year's paper, right? If you know about it, there were 40 different question papers that SSC had created last year. Because of lakhs of people who are applying for this exam, they have to conduct exam in multiple slots. So 40 such papers were created, and questions here have been chosen from those papers here. So the point is, while trigonometry may not be a favorite topic for many of you, there's one smart method that you can apply to solve most of the questions from this topic, right? I repeat, one simple smart method which we had also discussed in the topic of algebra. The same method here can be applied, and you can arrive at the answers for most of the questions. And what is that? Substitution, right? Just follow the conditions given in the question. Substitute random values in place of theta. Like in algebra, we substitute values in place of a, b, x, y variables, right? Here you have to substitute values for theta, the angles there, and use the same value of theta for the different options given, and see which option satisfies the conditions given in the question. Right? That's how simple it is. So trigonometry, while it looks like a nightmare, I think it should be like, it should be turned into a trump card in your examination here, right? So let's get started. I will share the screen now, present questions to you one after the other. Of course, give you some time to write out yourself and then discuss the solutions. So are we ready? Should we start? And this, by the way, would be your last session as a part of the refresher for SSC CGL exam, right? We've already had 3 sessions each on quantitative aptitude, general intelligence and reasoning, and English comprehension, and 3 special live sessions. This is the 4th one, and we have had 1 session on general awareness and planning for 1 more in the first 3 or 4 days of August. Yeah. So I think enough has been discussed through these sessions, and I'm sure you're confident now to take this examination. Neeraj says the persons whose exam is in the first slot are lucky because they have few days to feel the pressure. Best of luck to them. Yeah, I think I am also of the same opinion, right? I always believe that you should have your examination in the first slot. I mean, if I were taking this exam, SSC CGL exam, if I had applied for it, I would wish to have the exam in the first slot itself, because that clears the pressure, right? I mean, you don't have to really worry about what's going to happen. I mean, I personally feel that later the exam, more the pressure would be, yeah, because you will get lots of feedback from people who are taking the exam, and that will confuse you, unnecessarily confuse you, right? Anyways, that's a personal choice, so you can have your own opinion there. And I've got some acknowledgement here to start the session, so let me share my screen now, present the questions to you all, and discuss the solutions. So here we go. The first question on your screens now. So here's the first one. Look at it. It says if x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta equals to sine theta cos theta, and x sine theta equals to y cos theta, where sine theta is not 0 and cos theta is not 0, then x squared plus y squared is 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 1 or root 2. I leave you with this for about a minute, 60 seconds. Your clock starts now. But let me mention that if you use a smart method, or use the smart method that we have discussed about, you can arrive at the answer in about 15 seconds. Yeah, Abhirami here has mentioned that always when I apply for an exam, it comes out to be the first slot. So I hope you are happy about that, Abhirami. Yeah, x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta is equal to sine theta cos theta, and x sine theta equals y cos theta. Sine theta is not 0, cos theta is not 0, then x squared plus y squared equals to what? The first response here is from Balaji, who says it should be 1 option 3, right? Mahata has also got the same answer. Waiting for a few more responses before we take it up. Sumit, Amit Kumar, Nayan, Varsha. Okay, so I think many responses here, and most of you have got option 3 as the answer, which is equal to 1, except Koti, who says it should be 4, and that is it. I think all others have got, and not many actually. I thought a lot of you have responded. Only 7-8 of you have got the answer. Balaji, Mahata, Sumit, Amit Kumar, Nayan, Varsha, Vineet, Vishal, Manas, Suraj. And Neeraj here has mentioned he doesn't know how to solve this and he's feeling sorry about it. Well, don't feel sorry. I think you should be happy that you have joined this session, because today you will learn a very simple and smart method to solve such questions, right? It was difficult for you until now, but going forward, I'm sure it will be very easy. Amit Kumar has changed the answer. He says it should be 1 by root 2, which is option 1. And again, he has changed to option 3. Vikram has also got option 1. Sorry, Vikram has also got option 3, which is 1. So let's take it up. I think I've given enough time. Not many of you have responded as per my expectations, but I'm sure after this you should be able to solve the questions easily. So here we go. The question says if x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta equals to sine theta cos theta, and x sine theta equals to y cos theta, where sine theta is not equal to 0 and cos theta is not equal to 0, then x squared plus y squared is. Options are 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 1 or root 2. Alright, so let's try and solve this now. What do we see? X sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta equals to sine theta cos theta, and x sine theta equals to y cos theta. So there are two conditions given in the question, right? Condition number 1, x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta equals to sine theta cos theta. Condition 2, x sine theta equals to y cos theta. And then of course there are two more conditions, that sine theta cannot be 0 and cos theta cannot be 0. He's asking us to find out what is the value of x squared plus y squared. Now try and look at this condition first. Sine theta should not be equal to 0. What does it imply? Theta cannot be 0 degrees. Because sine theta is not 0 implies theta cannot be 0. Sine 0 is 0. Yeah. Similarly, if you look at this next condition given here, it says cos theta should not be 0, which implies theta should not be equal to 90 degrees because cos 90 is 0. So basically what we have understood from the given question is that theta cannot be 0, theta cannot be 90. And that is it. These are the only two conditions given to us. Theta should not be 0, theta should not be 90. It can be any other value. Right? It can take any other value. There's no other condition given there. So let's substitute some value for theta. Can I take theta equals to 45 degrees? Yes. Why not? We are not going against the question, right? So let's assume theta equals to 45 degrees. Now substitute theta equals to 45 in these two equations. See what do you get in terms of x and y. So in the first equation we get x into sine 45. Sine 45 you know is 1 by root 2, right? 1 by root 2 whole cube plus y into cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 whole cube equals to sine theta. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 into cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. That's first equation. How about the second equation? X into sine 45, which is 1 by root 2, equals to y into cos 45, which also is 1 by root 2. So basically root 2 and root 2 gets cancelled, and from this we come to a conclusion that x is equal to y. So that is one conclusion that we have, that x should be equal to y, right? X should be equal to y. Look at the remaining part here, the other equation here. Simplify this. What do we get? I think you can take 1 by root 2 whole square common here, right? Because what we have on the right hand side is 1 by root 2 whole square, right? 1 by root 2 whole square. So 1 by root 2 whole square, and here also 1 by root 2 whole square can be taken common. So this gets cancelled. What we are left with is 1 by root 2 into x plus y equals to 1. You're getting it? This is 1 by root 2 whole square. So that 1 by root 2 whole square cancels out 1 by root 2 whole square on the left hand side as well. So finally we have x plus y into 1 by root 2 equals to 1, which implies x plus y equals to root 2. So basically you know that x plus y is root 2 and x is equal to y. So basically if you now solve for these two equations, you'll get to know what is x and what is y. Yes or no? Solve for these two equations, you'll find out what is x and what is y. Substitute those values of x and y in the equation x squared plus y squared. Substitute those values of x and y in the equation x squared plus y squared to find out the answer. Simple. So now solve the equation. See, x is equal to y. So I can say if x is equal to y, 2x equals to root 2. Right? 2x equals to root 2. Why? X is equal to y. X is equal to y. So x plus x, 2x equals to root 2, or x equals to root 2 by 2, which is 1 by root 2. If x equals to 1 by root 2, y also will be 1 by root 2. And done. You know what is x and what is y. Substitute in x squared plus y squared. X squared plus y squared will be 1 by root 2 whole squared plus 1 by root 2 whole squared. Or x squared plus y squared can be taken as 2x squared. It can be simply taken as 2x squared. So 1 by root 2 whole square is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. So your answer to this question should be option 3, 1. Please do not go by the length of the explanation or the number of steps that you have put on paper, right? You can cut down a lot of these steps and save your precious time in the exam. Now one question that many of you may have is, how do we know that theta equals to 45 degrees? We do not know. We are not sure if theta is 45 degrees or not. But we are sure that for any value of theta other than 0 degrees and 90 degrees, these equations should hold true. So you take theta as 45 or 60 or 30 is your choice. You can take theta equals to 12 degrees also, but who knows what is sine 12 and what is cos 12? That we do not know. See, we only know the standard values, right? 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. We know all the trigonometric ratios for these standard values. So use any one of these values. I have taken 45. Even if you take theta equals to 30, substitute sine 30, cos 30 and simplify. Final answer would remain the same. You'll always get the same answer, which is option 3 in this case. Alright. So try and choose a value which makes it easier. Why did I take 45? Why not 30 or 60? Because if I take 45, both sine and cos become equal. So that helps me solve it faster, right? In place of 45, let's say if I had taken 30, I would have spent maybe 10 more seconds to get the answer. We'll get the same answer, 1 only, but it would take a little more time. Alright. So option 3, 1 is the answer, and the method you can see here is just substitute. Go by substitution. Substitution. but do not violate any of the condition. Like if you had substituted 0, theta equals to 0 here, you're going against the given question. Question clearly says that sine theta cannot be 0. Yeah. So that's how you go for it. Followed? Yes, no. So I think all those that got option 3 are correct. I'm not sure if you have used the traditional method or the smart method to get the answer. See, I'm sure there will be some method by which you can arrive at the answer using, the trigonometric identities that we know, which makes it traditional, right? Remember all those formulae. Who would remember? I mean, I am one who would never like to learn all the formulae by heart, because for me it gets difficult to reproduce those in the examination, right? I mean, exactly at the time when I need the formula, I don't recall it. I mean, I get confused, and I'm sure most of you face this problem. So try and get out of that dependency, right? Don't depend too much on the formulae. Yeah. So here, no need to remember any trigonometric identity. Just substitute something and get the answer. And yeah, your numerical skills, your calculation ability will play a key role. If you can simplify the equations mentally, you will get the answer much faster. Followed? Did you all get the answer? Now tell me how many of you are like, wow, you did not know about this method. And let me be very honest. If you are actually happy with this method today, I'll be disappointed, because you should have learned this by now already by watching the trigonometry videos that we have, right? This is not new. This is not something new that we're discussing today. These techniques or methods have already been covered in your videos. It's just that you did not watch the video maybe. Yeah, Biprajit says also by taking y by x equals to tan theta we can solve. You can do that. Y by x equals to tan theta or x by y equals to cot theta. You can do those things also. But do you really want to do that? I told you, right? There is a traditional way of solving the question. Your choice. The call is yours. Okay, we have Prasad here who says in the question cos theta is not 0, but you have written cos theta is not equal to 90. So that actually scares me, because you're going wrong in the very basics there. Cos theta is not 0. For what value of theta is cos 0? For 90, right? Cos 90 is 0, right? So cos theta is not 0 implies theta should not be 90, because if theta is 90, cos theta will become 0, which we don't want. So theta should not be 90. That's the idea. Yes, I think some of you are surprised, like Vishal, Bimlesh, another Vishal, and Pritam Das here. But guys, go through the videos, right? If you go through the videos, you would know these methods already, and you don't need me to explain this again. So anyways, let's move to the next one. I'm sure all of you will use the similar method. We'll solve a lot of questions based on the same idea, right? I want this to kind of get into your head very clearly that substitution is something that really works wonders in algebra and trigonometry. So just solve more and more questions using the same technique so that it becomes easier for you to apply this in your examination. All right. So let me present the next question, which is on your screens now. Okay, here's the question. So see what it says. Value of 2 times of sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta minus 3 times of sine power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta plus 1 is. Now solve this. It looks like a complex one. Let's see how many of you get the answer. How many of you get the answer to this question? The value of 2 times of sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta minus 3 times of sine power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta plus 1. Narendra has asked a question. What is the length of online class timing? Well, while your friends Narendra have responded that it is 2 hours, it usually is not. We want it to be 2 hours, but it gets extended most of the times. Yeah. And maybe today I'll finish it faster, right? Maybe in 1.5 hours. By 7:30 we may close the session because there's nothing much to discuss here. Got it? 0. Yeah, I think a lot of you have got the answer as 0. Sunil, Manas Ranjan, Rajshekhar, Nitin, Vishnu, Venkat, Sumit, Mamta, Suresh, Jayashri, Koti, Swati. Yeah, good. So I'm sure all of you have used a smart method to solve this one, right? You don't have to follow any traditional method. You don't have to remember any formula. See, the question says the value of 2 times of sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta minus 3 times of sine power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta plus 1 is 4 or 0 or 1 or 2. Now, is there any condition with respect to theta given in the question? No. Which means you can take any value of theta. Let me take theta equals to 0 degrees or theta equals to 90 degrees. Why am I taking 90 degrees? Because immediately cos theta becomes 0. Cos 90 is 0, right? So I'm done with half of the problem, right? It becomes a lot more simplified now. We only have to deal with sine theta. Similarly, if you take theta equals to 0 degrees, the sine thetas will get cancelled and cos theta would remain. Yeah. You can also take 30, 45, 60, but why do you want to make your life complicated? Try to keep it as simple as possible. So it's very important that you choose the right value. See, everything is right. You can take 90, 30, 45, 60, 0, 15, 12, 27, whatever you want. But choosing the right value which can give you the answer the fastest is really crucial. Yeah. So I think theta equals to 90 or 0 are the 2 best options that we have. Now find out 2 times of, see, sine 90 is 1, 1 power 6 is 1, minus 3 times of, sine 90 is 1, so 1 power 4 is 1, plus 1. So 2 minus 3 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 minus 3 is 0, and that's your answer. So it should not take more than 5 seconds for you to crack this one. If you have spent more than 5 seconds to get the answer to this question, you are not fit for the exam. I may sound a little blunt, but that's the fact. If you take more than 5 seconds to crack this one, then you have lost the race. Option 2, 0 is the answer in less than 5 seconds. I don't have to really worry about your feedback now because I'm sure all of you have followed it. I can see that most of you have got, or in fact all of you have got option 2 as the answer, except Biprajit, who has skipped this one. Why? Why did you skip this question, Biprajit? I'm surprised. While skipping is one good solution, right? One of the best shortcuts that I believe we have. I don't think you should be skipping this question. You should not be skipping this question because this can be answered, and this can be answered in less than 5 seconds. So skipping is not the right thing to do here. Chalo, did you all follow? Can we go for the next one? Should I present the next question now? Yes, no, any confusions, please feel free to post it through the chat box. Guys? Okay, Biprajit Malik says he has not gone through the videos. Well, Biprajit, I understand that you have not gone through the video. So there are 2 problems. One is you are like so close to the examination, right? SSC CGL exam is around the corner and you have not gone through the videos yet. So you are setting yourselves up for failure, right? You are lagging behind. Understand that fact. And number 2 is, even if you have not gone through the videos, having solved the previous question, you should have cracked this in, if not 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. What do you have to do? Take some value of theta, substitute and get it. Yeah. Anyways, don't worry. Practice in the time that you have, remaining days that we have, and you will be able to do well. Trigonometry is not complex at all. I'm sharing the screen to present the next question to all of you, and here we go. Okay, here's the next one. It says if A and B are complementary angles, then the value of sine A cos B plus cos A sine B minus tan A tan B plus secant square A minus cot square B is what? Now you should know what are complementary angles, right? We have discussed this in the video again. Complementary angles. A and B are complementary angles, meaning the sum of A and B is 90. Got it? Option 3. I can see answers starting in here, and I think everybody has got option 3, which is 1. So should we solve this now? Do not worry about what formula to be used, what identity to be used. I have not learned all the formulae. I don't know product angle formulae. I don't know sum of angles formulae and all that. Doesn't matter. 90% of the questions can be solved without having to learn any of those formulae. Look at this. If A and B are complementary angles, then the value of sin A cos B plus cos A sin B minus tan A tan B plus secant square A minus cot square B is dash 2, 0, 1, minus 1. Now what do you mean by complementary angles? A and B are complementary angles means A plus B equals to 90 degrees. That's it. That's the only condition given to us in the question. So indirectly he says that sum of A and B is 90. Right? Sum of A and B is 90. Similarly, he can say A and B are supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are those where the sum is 180, right? Anyways, complementary angles, so the sum of A and B has to be 90. Is there any other condition given with respect to A and B? No. So we are free to choose any values for A and B within the constraint that sum has to be 90. So let me say that A equals to 45 and B equals to 45. Both A and B equals 45. Yes or no? 45 plus 45 is 90. And done. Substitute A and B as 45. So sin A cos B. What is sin A? Sin 45 1 by root 2 into cos B cos 45 1 by root 2 plus cos A sin B same 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 minus tan 45 is 1 into tan 45 is 1 plus secant square 45. See, secant 45 is root 2. So secant square 45 will be 2 minus cot 45. Cot 45 is 1. Cot square 45 will be 1. Simplify now. 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 is 1 by 2. 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 is 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. See, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. Yeah? So what are we left with? 2 and minus 1 into 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So the final answer to this question has to be option 3. As simple as that. Yeah? Got it? Video is not clear. Varsha has mentioned that the video is not clear. I think, Varsha, we are streaming HD quality video from here. And we are using Google's service, which hands down is second to none, right? So you have to adjust the internet. I mean, you have to work on your connectivity at your side, right? You can play with the picture resolution. There's the settings button on the bottom right of the screen. You can use that to adjust the picture resolution and optimize it to get the best quality possible. Yeah. And we also have Alok here who has posted a question, right? Please solve this problem. A monkey is trying. Well, Alok, this is not the right forum to post your questions, right? Questions have to be posted only to the discussion forum. Yeah. But then given that the exam is so close, I will see if we can take it up towards the end of the session, right? But looks like we have solved this question in the past, right? A monkey is trying to climb a pole measuring 15 meters, which is greased. He tries to climb 3 meters and slips down 2 meters every time. In how many attempts will the monkey be able to climb 10 meters of pole? The answer is given as 8. Please discuss it in the last. So I really appreciate that you have mentioned that I can discuss it in the last. But this is a simple one. Alok, understand that in each attempt, the monkey is able to cover only 1 meter. Finally, because he climbs he climbs 3 meters and slips down 2 meters. So every attempt is like climb 3 meters and then slip down 2 meters. So in one attempt, he is able to net cover only 1 meter, right? He is able to climb only 1 meter, plus 3 minus 2. So that plus 3 minus 2 makes it 1. Now per attempt, he is able to climb 1 meter. Now usually what happens is when you say how much or how many attempts does he need to cover 10 meter of the pole or to climb 10 meter of the pole, the instant reaction that many of us give is 10 attempts, because one attempt is equal to 1 meter. So for 10 meters, you need 10 attempts. But understand that strictly if you see, he says in how many attempts will the monkey be able to climb 10 meter of the pole? It's like touch 10 meter of the pole. So what happens is when he has covered 7 meters, in 7 attempts he'll cover 7 meters, right? So till 7th attempt it's fine, he has reached 7 meters. In the 8th attempt, what happens? From 7 meters he jumps 3 meters up. So 7 plus 3 makes it 10. So basically he has touched 10 meter in his 8th attempt itself. He will slip down after that by 2 meters. That's a different story. But the question here is more to do with touching 10 meter of the pole. Yeah. So that is the reason the answer is not 10. If you think it's not 10, it is 8. 7 attempts, 7 meters. In the 8th attempt, 3 meters. So 7 plus 3, 10. And then next second he falls, he slips by 2 meters. Don't consider that. He is able to touch 10 meters in the 8th attempt. So I've solved it here itself. But please avoid posting questions in the chat because that will disturb the whole structure. Yeah. I'm sure all of you have followed the explanation, especially Alok. And somebody's mentioned that this question is from M. Taira. Yeah. Okay. Alok, did you follow that? Yeah, I think your friends have given the explanation already here, right? Nitin and Manas and Sumit, many of them have tried. Amit Kumar, Venkat Reddy. Alok's last comment that I see is please discuss my question. So I think Alok I have already discussed. Now before I present the next question to you all, I want a confirmation from you because yeah, Amit Kumar is getting impatient. He wants me to show the next one. I'll do that, Amit, but let us quickly get an acknowledgement from Alok. You followed that? Alok, 5 seconds for your response. Because your friends are all demanding me to move to the next one. All right, let me present the next question. I am sure Alok must have followed it. Right, here we go. So the next question on your screens now. Okay, this is an interesting one. Let's see how many of you are able to crack it. And Alok, by the way, has confirmed. Okay, so here's the next one. The value of sine 39 by cos 51 plus 2 tan 11, tan 31, tan 45, tan 59, tan 79 minus 3 sine square 21 plus sine square 69. You have 1 minute for this and the clock starts now. Okay, I think we have got different responses for this one now. While many of you have got option 4-0 as the answer, there are other responses like 1, option 1, 1, then option 2, which is 2. Yeah. But yeah, clearly the majority has got option 4. Right, majority has got option 4. What do we do? Chalo, let's solve this now. It says the value of sine 39 by cos 51 plus 2 tan 11 into tan 31 into tan 45 into tan 59 into tan 79 minus 3 times of sine square 21 plus sine square 69 is. So see what happens. Sine 39 by cos 51 can be taken as sine 39. Yes or no? See, you remember that conversion? Cos 51 is cos of 90 minus 39 and cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta, so this becomes sine 39. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to do here, right? Convert the trigonometric ratio here. So sine 39 by cos 51 becomes sine 39 by cos sine 39, which is equal to 1. Now you have to do this mentally. You're not supposed to write this step on paper, right? You know that cos 51 is sine 39, so sine 39 gets cancelled and the first term is equal to 1 plus 2 times of, let's say tan 11 as it is into tan 31 into tan 45 is 1 into tan 59. Now again, tan 59 is equal to cot 31 and tan 79 is cot 11. You understand? Similar conversion, right? Tan 59 is tan of 90 minus 31. Tan of 90 minus 31 is cot 31. Similarly, tan 79 is tan of 90 minus 11, which is cot 11. Minus 3 times of sine squared 21 plus sine squared 69 can be taken as cos squared 21. Again, the same argument, right? Sine 69 is sine of 90 minus 21. Sine of 90 minus 21 is cos 21. Now simplify this. So what will this be equal to? So this gets cancelled. We get 1 plus. Here tan 11 into cot 11 gets cancelled. Tan 31 into cot 31 also gets cancelled, right? These are reciprocal to each other, right? Reciprocate. So these get cancelled. So finally we have 2 into 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. So basically 2. So 1 plus 2 minus 3 times of, see, sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, right? The most important algebraic trigonometric identity. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So sine square 21 plus cos square 21 will be equal to 1. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. And that's your answer, option 4. Yeah? Any more explanations there? Any confusions? Can we move to the next one? Vishal says, I'm not sure, but I've marked the answer as 2. So Vishal, answer is 0. Arvind has marked option 3, minus 1. No, it's 0. Vishnu also marked option 2. Simple. Of course, substitution cannot be used here, but you can try what you have done. I mean, this is the best way to solve the question. This is the way to solve the question, in fact. Should I present the next one? Yes. Next question. Here we go. Try this now. If tan theta equals 1, then the value of 8 sin theta plus 5 cos theta divided by sin cube theta minus 2 cos cube theta plus 7 cos theta is. One minute, as usual, the clock has started. Correct? Option 1, which is equal to 2. Yeah? I'm sure you must be feeling good about it, right? Just substitute and do the calculation. Yeah, I think all of you have got option 1 as the answer. So let's take it up. See what it says. If tan theta equals to 1, then what is the value of 8 sin theta plus 5 cos theta divided by sin cube theta minus 2 cos cube theta plus 7 cos theta? Simple. Tan theta is equal to 1 implies theta is 45 degrees and done. Indirectly is given that theta is 45. Substitute theta equals to 45 in the expression here and simplify it to get the answer. So 8 sin theta is 8 by root 2 because sin theta is 1 by 45 plus 5 cos theta is 5 by root 2 because cos theta is also cos 45 also 1 by root 2 divided by what is there in the denominator, sin cube theta. So sin theta is 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 whole cube will be 1 by 2 root 2 minus 2 cos cube theta is 2 by 2 root 2, right? Cos cube theta is also 1 by 2 root 2 plus 7 cos theta. 7 cos theta is what? 7 by root 2. Simplify this, what happens? I think root 2 in the denominator gets cancelled, so forget about that, right? Eliminate. So in the numerator we have 8 plus 5 13 divided by the denominator is 1 plus, okay, and this is like 2 by 2, right? So this is 1. Yeah, so what do we have in the denominator? I mean, numerator was 8 plus 5 13, denominator is 1 by 2 minus 1 plus 7. So basically minus 1 plus 7 is 6, 6 minus 6 plus 1 by 2. Yeah, 6 plus 1 by 2. 7 minus 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 by 2. So this makes it what? 13 upon, this is 13 by 2. So 13 and 13 gets cancelled and this 2 goes into the numerator. So finally we have 2 left, which is the answer, option 1. I don't need to wait for your acknowledgement on this, right? Manas has committed some mistake, but then he has got the answer now. So I think this is one way to solve the question, right? This is one way to solve the given question. Let me explain the other way also. Because see, here it was easy. Since tan theta was given as 1, we knew that theta will be 45 degrees. But what if tan theta is given as 1 by 2? Let's say tan theta is given as 1 by 2. In that case, what will you do? Can anyone help me with that? Sushant Singh has posted something. He says, I have a question and is disturbing me from tomorrow. Not from tomorrow, from yesterday you should say, right? Yeah? Anyway, never mind. If you solve it for me, I shall be really good. Okay. This is what I actually try to avoid, right? Because I can understand it's really frustrating when you're not able to crack a question, but I solve this, then one more would come up from somebody else, yeah? And if I skip anything, then I'll be considered partial, which I don't think I should do. But anyway, your question is that 10 sine power 4 theta plus 15 cos power 4 theta equals to 6. Then find the value of 27 cosecant power 6 theta and 8 secant power 6 theta. Or give me a hint for that. This is interesting. Let me see. Let me just think about that, because substitution is not going to help. This is something real. I would skip it in the exam. Let me just think about a smart method of arriving at the answer. Let's wait till the end of the session. Yeah. I think one thing you should do is, see, 15 cos power 4 theta can be split as 10 cos power 4 theta plus 5 cos power 4 theta. So then what happens? 10 sin power 4 theta plus 10 cos power 4 theta will make it 10. You understand? You know that sin square theta, okay, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Yeah, even then we'll get 10, right? It can be taken as sin square theta whole square plus cos square theta whole square. Yeah, I think it more or less lies in breaking 15 cos power 4 theta as 10 cos power 4 theta plus 5 cos power 4 theta. Try doing with that. Or is there a shortcut formula for this? There are this formula that can be used, right? We'll discuss that, don't worry. Let me just move to the next one for now. Yeah, I think for this one, some of you mentioned that sin theta can be taken as cos theta, because tan theta equals to 1, sin theta equals to cos theta, and then you can simplify. That also works, yeah? But then what if sin theta is given, what if tan theta is given as 1 by 2? Yeah, my question was, what if tan theta here is given as 1 by 2? Anyone who would like to answer that? See, since tan theta was 1, we could say that theta is 45. But if tan theta is 1 by 2, or let's say 3 by 5, then you cannot find out what theta is, right? However, you can find out the trigonometric ratio. See, consider a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, you know what theta is, what tan theta is, right? Opposite side by adjacent side. Now tan theta, let's say, is given as 1 by 2. So I can say opposite side is 1, adjacent side is 2. Accordingly, find out the hypotenuse. So root over 1 square plus 2 square makes it root 5. Then you can find out sin theta, cos theta. Substitute those values. You're getting it? So you have to be clear with this idea. If you do not know what the value of theta is, right? If you do not know what the value of theta is, then consider a right angle triangle, right? Tan theta is perpendicular side by the base, right? I mean opposite side by adjacent side. So take those as the opposite side and adjacent side respectively, and find out hypotenuse. Once you know all the three sides of a right angle triangle, you can find out the other trigonometric ratios: sin theta, cos theta, cot theta, cosecant theta, secant theta. So get those ratios, substitute in the question, simplify to get the answer. As simple as that. Anyway, let me now move to the next one. Okay, here's the next question. Try this. Sin alpha plus cos beta equals to 2. Sin alpha plus cos beta is equal to 2. And the condition given is that both alpha and beta are between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. 0 less than or equal to beta less than alpha less than or equal to 90. Then sine of 2 alpha plus beta by 3 is equal to what? Try this. Option 2, did you all get that? All right, option 2. While most of you have got option 2, Manas is struck. Anybody else who's struck? Chalo, let me try this out now. So the question reads, if sin alpha plus cos beta equals to 2, where 0 is less than or equal to beta less than alpha less than or equal to 90, then sin of 2 alpha plus beta by 3 is equal to what? Now see, a sine ratio plus a cos ratio should be equal to 2. I think the first thing that strikes me is sin alpha should be 1 and cos beta should be 1. Then 1 plus 1 will make it 2. Yeah, but then there is a condition given with respect to alpha and beta here. So we cannot see, basically sin alpha plus cos beta equal to 2. So the first thing that strikes, like I said, is sin alpha should be equal to 1 and cos alpha should be equal to 1. I mean, this is one of the possibilities. Cos beta equals to 1. Sin alpha should be equal to 1 and cos beta should also be equal to 1. But is this really allowed or not has to be verified, because there is a condition given with respect to alpha and beta. See, here is the condition given. If this condition were not given, we could have very safely assumed that alpha equals to 90 degrees and beta equals to 0 degrees, because only for 90 sin alpha is 1 and only for 0 cos 0 is 1. Yeah, but let's check if we are going against the condition anyway. So he says beta should be less than alpha, fine. Beta can be equal to 0. Yes, so I can now conclude that beta is equal to 0 degrees. Beta, see 0 is less than or equal to beta, so beta can be taken as 0 degrees. Similarly, alpha is less than or equal to 90, less than or equal to 90. So I can say that alpha is equal to 90. I can assume that. See, I am not going against any condition, right? Alpha equals to 90 is given, possible. Beta equals to 0 is also possible. And then that makes sine alpha as 1, cos beta as 1, and sine alpha plus cos beta equals to 2. So we now know that alpha is 90 and beta is 0. Substitute that here. What are we required to find out? Sine of 2 alpha plus beta. So 2 into 90 plus beta 0 upon 3. So this is like sine of 180 by 3. Sine of 180 by 3 is sine 60. Sine 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. But then options are not in terms of numerals, right? Options are not in terms of numerals here. So you have to kind of substitute the same values of alpha and beta in the options as well and see which option satisfies. So sine of alpha by 2, sine 45. See, sine 90, alpha is 90, right? So sine 90 by 2 is 45. Sine 45 is what? 1 by root 2. But are we looking for 1 by root 2? No, we are looking for root 3 by 2. So this gets cancelled. Cos of alpha by 3. Alpha is 90. 90 by 3 is 30. Cos 30 is what? Root 3 by 2. But we are looking for, we are looking for root 3 by 2. So option 2 has to be the answer. You're getting it? Taking alpha as 90 degrees. If you've taken alpha as 90 degrees, then what happens? We get cos of 90 by 3, which is cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. And hence that's the answer. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So this is anyway eliminated. You don't have to verify in the first place. But even if you do, what happens? 3 gets eliminated, option 3. And option 4, cos of 2 alpha by 3. So 2 alpha is 180, 180 by 3 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Even this gets eliminated. So option 2 is the answer. Any confusion here? Can I jump to the next one now? Bimlesh had marked option 3. Amit Kumar also marked option 3. I don't know why. Santosh Kumar says, please respond to my issue also. Do conduct classes on number system and LCM and HCF. Well, Santosh, I think I am not sure if we'll be conducting classes on number systems and LCM and HCF, but we will do discuss questions if you have any from these two topics. Videos have already been made for both the topics, right? We have videos on number systems, videos on LCM and HCF. So go watch those videos and learn the concepts. But if there is any specific problem that you're unable to solve, feel free to post it in the discussion forum and we will take it up. Yeah? Chalo, I think we can go to the next one now. And here we go. Try this. The simplified value of, the simplified value of secant x into secant y plus tan x into tan y whole squared minus secant x into tan y plus tan x into secant y whole squared is. Sumit Kumar has marked the answer as 0, waiting for others. Option 1. Okay, Bakul, Amit, okay, I am not sure if you're marking answer as 1 or answer as option 1 there, but yeah, different responses have come in. Most of you have marked option 4, I guess, which is 1, but Sumit Kumar has got 0 and Balaji has got -1, So there's some difference in opinion here. Yeah. Should we take this up now? Okay, so the question says the simplified value of secant x into secant y plus tan x into tan y whole squared minus secant x into tan y plus tan x into secant y whole squared is. Options have been given: -1, 0, secant square x, or 1. Now tell me, is there any condition around x and y here? No, there's no condition. You can choose anything you want for x and y. I am better off taking x equals to y equals to 45. You can take different values also, or you can take both x and y as 30, both x and y as 60, but I would like to choose 45. My choice. You put your own value. Final answer would come out to be the same. There's no doubt about that. So just substitute x equals to 45, y equals to 45. So secant x, secant 45 is root 2 into secant y is also secant 45, which is also root 2, plus tan 45 is 1 into tan 45 is 1 whole squared, minus secant, or you can maybe put x equal to y equal to some other value also, 90 or 0, but maybe that will violate some of the conditions. Yeah, we are not, we are better off taking 45. Take the other thing, secant x into tan y. So secant x, secant 45 is root 2 into tan 45 is 1, plus tan 45 is 1 into secant 45 is root 2 whole squared. So what do we get? Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Root 2 into root 2, 2. Plus 1, 3. 3 squared, 9. Minus root 2 plus root 2. Root 2 into 1 is root 2. Root 1 into root 2 is root 2. Root 2 plus root 2, 2 root 2. 2 root 2 whole square is 8. 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. That's your answer. 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. So option 1 and option 2 get eliminated. Now you have to be a little careful. See, while option 4, 1 is available, you can mark option 4 as the answer, but be careful. Do not neglect option 3. You should not neglect option 3 because you have got 1. Option 3 is not 1, so option 4 is the answer. No, that's not the right approach. You have to check option 3 as well. Why can't option 3 be neglected? Because after substituting x equals to 45 here, by any chance, if this also comes out to be 1, then there's a dilemma. Is it option 3 or option 4? Then we have to choose one another set of value for x and y and verify which of these two options are correct. But anyway, when you take x equals to 45 here, what happens? Secant 45 is root 2. Root 2 square comes out to be 2. Root 2 square is 2. Hence, option 3 gets eliminated. Yeah. So don't blindly mark option 4 as answer just because you've got 1. Verify by substituting the values of x and y in the options as well. First option and second option directly get eliminated because these are numerically -1 and 0 directly given to us, which are not equal to 1. But option 3 cannot be neglected directly, right? Anyways, option 4, 1 is the final answer. Now this I thought I should check with all of you if you have followed it, because there were some different answers there. Yeah. Roshni got option 2. Biprajit said he did not get it. Yeah. Santosh Kumar got option 2. Manas Ranjan got option 2. So there was some confusion here, right? So is this clear to all of you? Can we go for the next one now? Should we go for the next question? I'm sure it's easy, right? Yes, followed? Yes, you followed. So here's the next question. If sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta minus cos theta equals to 3, then what is the value of sine power 4 theta minus cos power 4 theta? Try it out. Well, you cannot substitute any value of theta directly here. It's going to be difficult. So try to simplify it. Yeah. Got it? Option 3, 3 by 5. Chalo, let's solve this now. So see what it says. If sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta minus cos theta equals to 3, then the value of sine power 4 theta minus cos power 4 theta is. Yeah. So sine theta plus cos theta. I'm just writing the question again. You can avoid this step in the exam. Sine theta minus cos theta equals to 3. So cross multiply and get some simplified form there. So what happens? Sine theta plus cos theta equals to 3 sine theta minus 3 cos theta. So I think what we will get is 3 sine theta minus sine theta. 2 sine theta equals to cos theta plus 3 cos theta, 4 cos theta. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we can, what do we do now? Sine theta equals to 2 cos theta. Sine theta equals to 2 cos theta, yeah? Sine theta equals to 2 cos theta, or maybe tan theta equals to 2, but how does that help us? So let's see. I'll tell you what can be done. See, sine theta by cos theta, tan theta equals to 2. Now what do we do next? If tan theta is 2, like I said in one of the earlier examples, you just construct a right angle triangle and draw this consider this trigonometric ratio. Tan theta is 2. Let's say this is theta. What is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side. I can take 2 as 2 by 1. So this is like opposite side by adjacent side. Yeah. So opposite side should be 2. Adjacent side has to be 1. In that case, what will be the hypotenuse? Root over 2 squared plus 1 squared. Pythagoras theorem. So which is root 5. So basically, from the given trigonometric ratio tan theta equals to 2, I can find out the sides of the right angle triangle. Opposite side is 2, adjacent side is 1, and the hypotenuse is root 5. Now, can we find out what is sine theta and cos theta from this? Yes. So we can now consider sine theta. Sine theta is what? Opposite side by adjacent side, so 2 by root 5. And cos theta is sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse, so 2 by root 5. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse, so 1 by root 5. Substitute these values of sine theta and cos theta in the given equation. In fact, the given equation also can be simplified. You see, sine power 4 theta minus cos power 4 theta can be considered as sine square theta plus cos square theta into sine square theta minus cos square theta. And this step can be reduced if you can visualize this. This is like a plus b into a minus b, right? A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So a is sine square theta, b is cos square theta. So a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. So sine power 4 theta minus cos power 4 theta. We know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. This is equal to 1. So that gets reduced simply as sine square theta minus cos square theta. What is sine square theta? Sine theta is 2 by root 5. So 2 by root 5 whole square minus cos theta is 1 by root 5. 1 by root 5 whole square. So that's like 4 by 5 minus 1 by 5. 4 by 5 minus 1 by 5 is 3 by 5. Option 3 is your answer. So I think this part is very important, right? What I'm going to highlight here is very important. When you know tan theta equals to 2, consider that to be the trigonometric ratio in terms of sides of a right angle triangle, right? So construct the right angle triangle and then get trigonometric ratios. This approach is very, very useful, right? You can solve a lot of questions using this technique of right angle triangle. Right? Let's say tan theta comes out to be 1 by 5, for example. If tan theta comes out to be 1 by 5. Opposite side is 1, adjacent side is 5. What will be the hypotenuse? Root over 1 square plus 5 square. Yeah, root 26. Then take sine theta, cos theta accordingly. Whatever trigonometric ratio, substitute in the given equation to get the answer. Okay, so option 3, 3 by 5 is the answer to this question. Followed? Yes? No? Yeah, I'm glad that many of you had got option 3. Sumit Kumar, Swati, Shushant, Nikunj. Somebody has mentioned, Bimlesh has mentioned, use component and dividend to get tan theta as 2. Don't do component into dividend. Why do you want to do component into dividend? Just cross multiplication will give you the value, right? Cross multiplication is also giving tan theta as 2. I mean, that's what would component dividend also give, but why? Biprajit, Bakul, we're stuck, right? Bangaru Naidu said he had no idea. Varsha said substitution is difficult. Yeah, you cannot substitute in every question. So we are not using substitution method here, right? We're not using substitution method. But then a smart approach, construct the right angle triangle. That approach is very, very important. Yeah, I'm assuming all of you have understood this. Let's go to the next one now. So the next question on your screens now. If tan of theta 1 plus theta 2 equals to root 3 and secant of theta 1 minus theta 2 equals to 2 by root 3, then the value of sine 2 theta 1 plus tan 3 theta 2 is equal to, assume that 0 is less than theta 1 minus theta 2 is less than theta 1 plus theta 2 is less than 90. Got it? Option 4, option 3, multiple answers have come in again, which is disappointing. Let's solve. Here we go. If tan of theta 1 plus theta 2 equals to root 3 and secant of theta 1 minus theta 2 equals to 2 by root 3, then the value of sine 2 theta 1 plus tan 3 theta 2 is equal to what? And there is a condition that theta 1 minus theta 2 and theta 1 plus theta 2 should fall in this bracket, 0 degrees and 90 degrees. Now see, tan x equals to root 3. So x should be what? X should be equals to 60 degrees, right? For what angle is tan, for what value of theta is tan theta root 3? Tan 60 is root 3, right? Tan 60 is root 3. So we can say that theta 1 plus theta 2 equals to 60 degrees. We also know that secant 30 is 2 by root 3. See, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3. So here can we conclude that theta 1 minus theta 2 is 30? Yes. So theta 1 plus theta 2 and theta 1 minus theta 2 both are known to us. Can we evaluate theta 1 and theta 2 from this one? Yes. I think 45 and 15, right? 45 plus 15, 45 minus 15. So theta 1 should be equal to 45 degrees. Theta 2 should be equal to 15 degrees. Now substitute these values of theta 1 and theta 2 to find this out. And you can quickly verify if it is following the condition or not. Theta 1 minus theta 2 is 60. Sorry, theta 1 minus theta 2 is 30. Theta 1 plus theta 2 is 60. So 0 less than 30 less than 60 less than 90. Yes. So we have not gone against the condition, right? So sine of 2 theta 1. 2 theta 1 is sine 90 plus tan of 3 theta 2. See, 3 times of theta 2 is 45 degrees. Tan 45. Sine 90 is 1. Tan 45 is also 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Option 4 has to be the answer. A sitter in my view, right? There shouldn't be any confusion while answering this one. Yeah. So why is that some of you have got the wrong answer? See, going wrong in this one is really disappointing, right? Bangaru Naidu had got option 3. How? Simple question. Yeah? Chalo. Should we go for the next one now? We have just 10 minutes left for the session. I wanted to close it at 7:30 today. We have a few more questions. Let's cover those. So can we go for the next one? Yes? No? And as usual, I'm very hungry. Why? Why so early? What happened? Is the chat stuck? Guys, you're there? There? Not there? You've left already? Please tell me and go. If you're leaving, please let me know that you have left so that I can also leave. You know, if it is a physical classroom, we get to know when people are going out. Here, I don't even know. Maybe all of you have left and I'm just teaching like no one. Okay, a lot of confirmations there. So let's go for the next one, which is on your screens now. So cosecant 39 degrees is equal to x. Then what's the value of 1 by cosecant square 51 plus sine square 39 plus tan square 51 minus 1 by sine square 51 into secant square 39? Interesting question. 1 minute, the clock has started ticking now. Rajshri has asked me a question. Says, why are you always hungry? Yeah, I think I should go check with the doctor. I am always hungry. Varsha says you're tired. No, I'm not tired. I can continue. I can continue till 9. But I don't think we have to, because this topic is really simple, right? There's nothing complex about it. So we'll wrap it up in like another 15 minutes maybe. Not because I have to eat something. I can eat while I'm teaching you, but just because I think we don't have to spend too much time on this one. In fact, you can use the same time by practicing a mock test or something better than this, yeah? Time is up. Option 3 is what I can see as the response here. Rajshri has got option 3, Manas Ranjan has got option 3, and Suresh Rana has got option 1. So only 3 of you have responded, and I've got 2 different responses. Varsha has also got option 3. So I knew that this would take a little bit of time for arriving at the answer. Yeah. So let me give you a few more seconds. I don't mind that, because me solving it for you doesn't really make sense, right? You should get the answer yourself. That is where the kick lies. So try it yourself. There's nothing complex about it. It looks to be difficult, but it's very easy. Harita says you work so hard so you get hungry. No, I don't think there's the reason there. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm working hard. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if you sleep through the day, you will feel hungry, right? Chalo, get out of that discussion now. I think I should not have raise that point at all. Option 3, yeah, Venkat Reddy, Bimlesh and Milan have also got option 3. I will still give you like 15 more seconds. And you know what I am not liking today is you guys are not responding, right? If you are stuck, mention that in the chat. If you have got stuck or if you have skipped it, do mention that, right? Don't keep quiet. The more you interact through the chat, the more engaging and lively it gets. Stuck, skipped, yeah. This is what I was waiting for, right? This gives me some kick. When you guys say that you're stuck, it makes it even more interesting for me. Amit Kumar has skipped in the beginning itself. So Amit, you should have mentioned that. You have told me I'm skipping this. Balaji has skipped it. Swati is stuck. Biprajit is also stuck. Okay, let's discuss this now. So here we go. The question reads, if cosecant 39 degrees is equal to x, then what is the value of 1 by cosecant square 51 plus sine square 39 plus tan square 51 minus 1 by sine square 51 into secant square 39? Yeah. So just keep this in mind that cosecant square 39 is equal to x. This we will use it towards the end. Now look at the equation given here, right? The expression given here. The first term is 1 by cosecant square 51. You know that 1 by cos theta or 1 by cosecant theta is sine theta. Yeah? 1 by cosecant theta is sine theta. So 1 by cosecant square 51 will become sine squared 51 degrees. Plus second term as it is, let's take it as sine squared 39 degrees. Plus the third term is tan squared 51 degrees. Minus. Look at the next part here, right? This is like 1 by sine squared 51 into secant squared 39. Now you know that what can we do here? I think I'm just trying to look at the best way to simplify this, right? Sine square 51 into secant square 39. Yeah, so what I'll do is, see, in the denominator we have got the secant square 39, right? Let me take that in the numerator. So 1 by secant square 39 becomes cos square 39. So this becomes cos squared 39 divided by sine squared 51. Divided by sine squared 51. Yeah? Cos square 39. See, 1 by secant square 39 is cos square 39. And sine square 51 is in the denominator itself. We are not disturbing that. So now simplify what happens. If you see, sine square 51 will become cos squared 39. Yes or no? Sine square 51 will become cos squared 39. Because this is like sine of 90 minus 51. Sine of 90 minus 51 is cos 39. So cos squared 39. So this will be like cos squared 39 degrees plus sine squared 39 degrees plus let's take tan square 51 as it is. Tan squared 51 minus, what can be done with this? Cosecant square 39 can be taken as sine square 51. Yeah, cosecant square 39 is sine square 51. Again the same argument, right? Cosecant square 39 is cosecant of, sorry, not cosecant, I'm reading it wrong. Cos square 39. Cos square 39 can be taken as sine square 51. Because cos 39 is cos of 90 minus 51. Cos of 90 minus 51 is sine 51. So this becomes sine square 51. Sine square 51 by sine square 51. So that makes it 1. I can directly take it as 1, but I'm just explaining the step-by-step process. So if you see, this is equal to 1. Yes or no? This is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Sin square by 51 by sin square 51 is also equal to 1. So this 1 and minus 1. Minus 1, right? 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. This and this gets cancelled. You're able to follow. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Minus sin square 51 by sin square 51 is minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. We are left with what? Tan squared 51. Tan squared 51. Now try to reduce this tan square 51 in terms of cosecant square theta if possible. Yeah, or otherwise draw the trigonometric right angle triangle. We have discussed this, right? This approach is very important. He says cosecant 39. Let's assume this is 39 degrees. Right? What is cosecant 39? Cosecant 39 is hypotenuse by opposite. Yes or no? So hypotenuse by opposite is, see, this can be taken as x by 1, which is like hypotenuse by opposite. Yes or no? Cosecant theta is hypotenuse by opposite. So hypotenuse is x, opposite is, opposite is this, opposite is 1. So what should this be? Evaluate this. See, we know that 1 square plus question mark square equals to x square. So from this question mark comes out to be root over x square minus 1. Yeah. So this is equal to root over x square minus 1. So now we know all the three sides of the right angle triangle. 1x root over x square minus 1. What is he asking us to find out? Tan square 51. Okay, tan square 51 can be taken as, again, see, this is 39 degrees, understand. Cosecant 39 is given. But what we have here is 51. So convert this 51 to 39. See, tan square 51 will become cot square 39, right? Yes or no? Cot square 39. What is cot theta? Cot theta is adjacent by opposite, right? Adjacent by opposite. So this, you're able to follow. Cot theta is adjacent by opposite. So adjacent side is x square by root over x square minus 1. By opposite side is 1. This whole squared. So that leaves us as x square minus 1. Option 3. All right. Simple. Just play with those ratios. Consider this right angle triangle and simplify to get the answer. This side we have considered as question mark. By applying Pythagoras theorem, we get this as x square minus 1. Right? This is a calculation. So he's asked us to find out tan square 51 indirectly. Tan square 51 is cot square 39. Now cot theta is adjacent side by opposite side. Adjacent side root over x square minus 1. Opposite side is 1. So root over x square minus 1 by 1. But this is cot square, so whole square. So that's, this and this gets cancelled. So we are left with x square minus 1, which is option 3. We can also convert cot to cosecant. I mean, you know that cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. So that also can be done. I mean, if you don't want to consider the right angle triangle, if this is not what you're willing to do, then the other process is as follows. I'll explain you the other process in a different color so that you can understand, right? After this step, after you have got cot square 39, see, cot squared, that in fact is easier. Cot square 39 degrees can be taken as cosecant square 39 degrees minus 1. This is again a very important trigonometric identity. Cot square theta equals to cosecant square theta minus 1. Cosecant theta is also already given to us, x. So this becomes x squared minus 1. So that also gives you the same answer, option 3. Yeah, so either of the approaches will be fine. Okay, option 3, x squared minus 1. Should we move for the next one now? I hope all of you follow this. I mean, not many had responded to this question, so I'll wait for your acknowledgement before I jump to the next question. Should we go for the next one? Well, I'm already late as per the plan that I had, right? I wanted to close it at 7:30 and we are at 7:36. Two more questions. Let's take maybe 2 or 3 more questions and then close. Two questions. Should we go for the next one? Yes, I've got some confirmation there. So the next question on your screen now. If a sin theta plus b cos theta equals to c, then what is the value of a cos theta minus b sin theta? Interesting one. Interesting question. Try this. Got the answer? Option 4, skip. Sushant Singh says, ये question बनाने में मजा आ गया. Yeah, different one, right? Not like the regular ones that we have solved. A sin theta plus B cos theta is C. Then what is the value of A cos theta minus B sin theta? Got it? Varsha says, this really needs some thinking. Yeah, so I'm giving you time. Try it out. Biprajit also not sure, but I think those who all have got it have got option 4. Yeah, plus or minus root over a square plus b square minus c square. Sushant Singh, Suresh Rana, Vishnu, and others are struck. Sunil, Balaji, Miriala, Arvind has skipped, Roshni has skipped, Sumit Kumar, Milan, Sonika Yadav, Varsha, Abhirami, Bhanupriya, all these guys have skipped. Nikunj Agarwal has also skipped. Yeah, so I think most of you have skipped this one. Suresh Rana has confirmed that this is the CGL Tier 2 question from the 2015 paper. Okay, so I think I've given you enough time. Looks like many of you have skipped this one, and those who have got it have marked option 4 as the answer. So let's try this. Here we go. If A sin theta plus B cos theta equals to C, then the value of A cos theta minus B sin theta is. So one equation has been given to us, which is A sin theta plus B cos theta, that is equal to C. Then what is the value of A cos theta minus B sin theta? Now look at this. A sin theta plus B cos theta equals C. I'll explain you the regular method first, and then I'll give you the smart way of solving it, right? I mean, many of you have skipped it. Without realizing that, you already know how to solve this question in a smart way. So let's follow the regular method first, right? Let me square it on both the sides. Let's square it on both the sides. So what do we get? A sin theta plus B cos theta whole square. So A square sin square theta plus B squared cos square theta plus 2AB sin theta cos theta equals to C square. Yes or no? X plus Y whole square. So X square plus Y square plus 2XY. So 2A into B sin theta cos theta, right? I mean 2A sin theta into B cos theta is 2AB sin theta cos theta. Right hand side anyway C becomes C squared. Now can you take sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta? Yes. So this is like A square into 1 minus cos square theta plus B square into cos square theta can be taken as 1 minus sin square theta. Yes. So 1 minus sin square theta plus 2AB sin theta cos theta, which is equal to C squared. Now try and look at this. What I would do is A square into 1 is A square, B square into 1 is B square, and this C square, let's take it on the other side. So what do we get? A squared plus B squared minus C squared. So A squared plus B squared minus C squared equals to, now take the other terms on the other side. What do we have? Minus A squared cos squared theta. So take it to the other side, it becomes plus A squared cos squared theta. We have minus B squared sin squared theta. When it goes to the other side, becomes plus B squared sin squared theta. Plus 2AB sin theta cos theta goes to the other side, becomes minus 2AB sin theta cos theta. Yeah. Now simplify. Again, I'll take it as A squared plus B squared minus C squared on the left hand side. This is equal to, now try and observe these terms. This is like x squared plus y squared minus 2xy. X is equal to A cos theta, y equals to B sin theta. So x squared, y squared minus 2A cos theta, B sin theta. So 2xy. So this is like x squared plus y squared minus 2xy is x minus y whole square. So it can be taken as A cos theta minus B sin theta whole square. Yes or no? Yes. And that's what is required here. You see, A cos theta minus B sin theta. So from this, we can now conclude that A cos theta minus B sin theta takes square root on both the sides, right? So, we'll take square root on both the sides. So it becomes root over A squared plus B squared minus C squared. Of course, plus or minus, yeah? Taking square root on both the sides. So plus or minus root over, because when you square it, plus or minus will anyway get eliminated. We'll have A square plus B square minus C square, and this also is squared. So which option? We want A square plus B square minus C square. A square plus B square minus C square. A square plus B square minus C square is option 4, and that's your answer. Option 4. Easy one, right? Now, assuming that you don't get this idea, traditional method. This is the traditional method. So can we do something else? Yes, we can do something else. What is that? You already know that. Substitution, smart method. Substitution. Now you might be wondering, how do we substitute? How do we substitute and what do we substitute? Let me explain you. Explain you the substitution method in a different color. Simple. We know that A sin theta plus B cos theta equals to C. Can you take any value of theta? Yes, because no condition has been given on theta there. Is there any condition given for theta? No. So let's take any value for theta, right? Like for example, let's take theta equals to 90. And again, you have to be smart in the way you choose your values, right? Theta equals to 90. So what happens? We'll get A into 1 plus B into 0 equals to C. So our conclusion is A is equal to C. If theta is 90, A is equal to C. And B anyway gets eliminated here. Now same theta has to be substituted in the given expression as well. Same theta has to be substituted in the given expression as well. So what do we get? Substitute now. The expression is A cos theta minus B sin theta. So A into cos 90 is 0 minus B into sin 90. B into sin 90 is 1. So it is equal to minus B. So basically our result should be minus B. You're able to follow? Remember, theta that we assumed was 90. One point that we found out was A is equal to C by taking theta equals to 90 using the given equation. And the expression given in the question results in minus B when theta is 90. So this is 0, this is 1. So 0 minus B into 1 minus B. So basically he's asking us to find out what is the value of A cos theta minus B sin theta. The value of A cos theta minus B sin theta is what? Minus B. The value of A cos theta minus B sin theta according to this calculation is equal to minus B. So we should now substitute the same theta in the options and find out which option gives us minus B. But then if you look at the options, theta is not used at all. No problem. Theta is not used. So what do we substitute? We substitute A equals to C. Because for that theta equals to 90, we got A equals to C. A equals to C. So substitute A equals to C in all the options and see which option gives you minus B. Substitute A equals to C in all the options and see which option gives you minus B. So if I substitute A equals to C, what happens? This A squared and C squared will get cancelled. A squared and minus C squared gets cancelled. A is equal to C. But what are we left with? Plus or minus root over minus B square. See, root over minus B square cannot be evaluated, right? So this gets eliminated. Substitute A equals to C. If I substitute A equals to C, what do we get? A squared plus C remains A square, right? I mean, C also is A. So A square plus A square, 2A square minus B square. No, that is not resulting in minus B, right? We are getting 2A square minus B square under root. Eliminated. Look at option 3. Minus A square plus C square gets cancelled. Yeah, because A is equal to C. Remember, A is equal to C. So minus A square plus A square gets cancelled. What are we left with? Root over B square. Root over B square is what? Root over B square is B plus or minus B. So minus B is available. This is giving us minus B. Plus B is there, minus B is also there. So plus or minus B. Option says it can be plus B or minus B. I am getting minus B. So option 3 is possible. But can you mark that as the answer? No, you have to verify the other options as well. Verify other option. If you substitute a equals to c in option 4, again a square and c square gets cancelled. A is equal to c, so a square minus c square gets cancelled. Root over b square is b, so this also is giving us plus or minus b. So option 3 is possible, option 4 also is possible. Now what do we do? Now you're in a dilemma. Should I mark option 3 or option 4? We are not able to decide. What we are sure about is option 1 and option 2 not being the correct answers. But option 3 and option 4 both can be the correct answers. Yeah? I mean, one of these has to be the correct answer. Now what you have to do is, because theta equals to 90 degrees has eliminated 2 of the options, substitute some other value of theta now. Maybe substitute theta equals to 0. By taking theta equals to 0, again the same analysis has to be done. One more option will get eliminated somehow. And then that can be taken as the answer. So I am not completing the process now. You have few more steps here, right? One verification is theta equals to 90. 2 options got eliminated. Now take theta equals to 0. See, theta can be any value. The question has not given any condition on theta, right? He says a sin theta plus b cos theta should be c. Let me take theta equals to 0. Now this time what happens? Sin 0 will become 0. So we'll get b equals to c. We'll get b equals to c. You're able to follow? And then finally, same process has to be continued. Now, if you go by symmetry, b is equal to c. So basically in the equation, b and c should get cancelled. In option 3, do you think b and c will get cancelled? B equal to c means this will give us 2b square. No. Here b and c will get cancelled. You see, b square minus c square will get cancelled and we will get with a. So there what happens is, if you take b equals to c, you will get the final result as minus a or plus a. Here we don't get plus a. So option 3 gets eliminated. Option 4 is the answer. I mean, I have done the verification for theta equals to 0 mentally. You also can do that. I mean, you got to understand that b and c have to get cancelled. B and c are getting cancelled only in option 4. Don't verify option 1 and option 2. Option 1 and option 2 are already eliminated. No point in checking that again. Only check option 3 and option 4. So by checking, we find that option 3 goes wrong. And hence option 4 is the answer. So substitution method is a smart way of doing it, which you already knew. Right? I am sure not everybody will get this idea in the exam. But this is simple. This we have discussed multiple times. So like I always say, most of the questions from trigonometry can be solved using substitution. You have to be smart enough to apply that. Followed? Yeah? Now you have got it, right? But many of you had skipped it. Chalo, quickly confirm. We'll take one last question and then call it a day. The last question for the session today in the next few seconds, once you confirm that you have followed this. Ready? Yeah, I think Milan, Amit Kumar, Varsha have confirmed. So I can present you the last question, and this is going to be from heights and distances. Again, nothing complex about it. Heights and distance is very easy. So let's solve one question just to revise the concept. Biprajit said, I started with substitution method but got stuck. Yeah. So substitution is the best way to solve questions, trigonometry or algebra. So the last question for the session today on your screen now. Should not take more than 30 seconds. The clock has started ticking already. Not 30, I would give you 60 seconds. 30. 30 degrees, right? Yeah, so let's take it up. The question reads, a person of height 6 feet wants to pluck a fruit which is on a 26 by 3 feet high tree. If the person is standing 8 by root 3 feet away from the base of the tree, then at what angle should he throw a stone so that it hits the fruit? So same concept of heights and distance, where we use the trigonometric ratio tan theta to solve most of the questions, has been given in an interesting fashion, right? Here is talking about a person of height 6 feet who wants to pluck a fruit which is on a 26 by 3 feet high tree. Yeah, he is standing at 8 by root 3 feet away from the tree. So at what angle should he throw the stone so that it hits the fruit? Okay, there is an underlying assumption here. I mean, if you ask me, strictly speaking, answer cannot be determined to such question. Yeah, but there are some basic assumptions that we need to consider. Let's say this is the ground level, right? This is the ground level. Now, here's the tree. What's the height of the tree? 26 by 3. 26 by 3. And this is the person, right? The person's height is 6 feet. 6 feet, right? So here is the person and this is the tree. The distance between these two is 8 by root 3, right? He is 8 by root 3 feet away. 8 by root 3 feet away, right? So approximately like around 5 feet away, let's say, approximately. Now if you see, this is what we get. This is the line of angle of elevation, right? This is what we need. So he's throwing the stone in this direction. Yeah, in this direction, like this. Here is the fruit, basically. Here is the fruit. So at what angle should he throw the stone? At what should be theta, so that his stone which is thrown from here hits the fruit. It should hit the fruit. Now, why did I say that answer cannot be determined strictly, logically? Because one is, you are assuming that he will throw the stone from the top of his head. Usually that doesn't happen. I mean, there is when you're throwing a stone, it usually falls like this. Yeah, it will not be a straight line, but assuming that he throws in a straight line and it shoots from the top of his head. Because otherwise, if he's shooting the stone or throwing the stone from his hand, it won't be at 6 feet high, right? I mean, it can be like, if he's lifting his hand up, it can be 7 feet, 7.5 feet, or if he's like trying to throw it from the bottom, it can be like 5 feet. But then let's not worry about all those things, right? Let's take it for granted that the stone is thrown from the height of 6 feet. Yeah. And the other assumption is that the fruit is exactly on top of the tree, which is not usually the case, right? We are assuming that the fruit is sitting on top of the tree, which is 26 by 3 feet high. Yeah. So those are the assumptions, but doesn't matter. What do we have to do? Simple. Apply tan theta. Apply tan theta. You know that this is 8 by root 3 because these two are parallel. All we have to do is, out of the total height of the tree, what is this height has to be evaluated. This h has to be found. How much will that be? See, h will be equal to total height 26 by 3 minus the height of the person 6. So how much will that give you? 26 minus 18 is 8 by 3. So if you consider this right angle triangle, let's say this is the point P. Yeah. So the right angle triangle SPF. This has got SP as 8 by root 3 and PFS. Sorry, this is not 8 by root 3. This is 8 by 3. Apologies. This is 8 by 3. 8 by 3. This is 8 by 3. We have to find out theta. What is tan theta? Tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. Yeah. So I can say tan theta equals to 8 by 3. 8 by 3. 8 by 3 upon 8 by root 3. So 8 and 8 gets cancelled. What do we get? root 3 by 3. Root 3 by 3 is 1 by root 3. So for what value of theta is tan theta 1 by root 3? For 30 degrees. So we can conclude that theta is equals to 30 degrees. 30 degrees, which is option 2. I'm sure all of you have followed this. I mean, there's nothing new. Just the way the question has been presented is different. That somebody has to throw a stone to pluck a fruit from a tree which is 8 by root 3 feet away. The person is 6 feet high. The tree is 26 by 3 feet high and all that stuff. So construct the figure properly. Most of the times you apply tan theta or cot theta. Do that and get the answer. Right? Simple concept. Angle of elevation, angle of depression, and things. There are some special questions here, typical questions which have been discussed in our additional and advanced examples. You can just go through those questions as well. Usually those type of questions are asked in tier 2 exam, but it's always better to be prepared for the worst, right? So just go through those typical standard questions, right? Where in fact, if you can learn it by heart, you can directly mark the answer in the exam. But overall, I think to summarize, I would say trigonometry is a very easy topic, right? It's considered to be a nightmare, but in my view, it's easy if you are smart. What is the smartness? Use substitution method, right? Just follow what he says in the question, substitute the values accordingly, simplify and get the answer. On that note, let me close the session here. With this, we also come to the end of the refresher. There's one session which is under plan, and that is going to be on general awareness, around 1st or 2nd of August, right? The details will be shared shortly, if at all we really do that session. Otherwise, I think you are fully prepared for this exam. So all the very best. In the last few days left, practice as much as you can, and also practice keeping yourself cool and calm during the exam, right? Because the nervousness should not build up. If that starts happening, it will hamper your performance. Yeah, however well prepared you are, it doesn't help if you get nervous in the exam. Yeah. So try to keep your emotions in control, and that really needs a little bit of practice, which you should be doing now, right? Starting now in the last 1 week or 10 days that are left for your examination, right? So all the very best. We'll meet again, however, tomorrow with your quantitative aptitude doubts clarification session at 6 p.m. So do join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the doubts clarification in quantitative aptitude. Until then, practice a little bit and take good care of yourselves. Bye.